Welcome back. Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett just releasing his budget proposal that he calls an anti-violence strategy. $166 million over 3 years to tackle rising crime with record homicides. And as promised, the mayor is live this morning to answer our questions. So good to see you. We've been wanting to have you in for a long time. Last night, you proposed this budget with a lot of money. I want to get into that, but I want to first address, which I got just another question just about 30 seconds ago before I walked over here. People want to know where you've been for the last year. That's what they ask me all the time. Why now? Why are we seeing this big plan now? And why has the mayor let the city become what it has become? How do you answer that question? I think it's the #1 question I get asked.
Well, in no small measure, I've been very busy, just like we all have.
Yeah.
Now, it's busy in different sorts of ways. But in answer directly to the question that was asked, why now? Well, we just got $420 million from the American Rescue Plan. And so previous to let me go back. Under the CARES Act, Indianapolis did receive $168 million direct appropriation, which we spent for COVID-19 relief. But I will tell you, Angela, this $420 million that we're going to be able to spend over the course of the next 3 years really provides Indianapolis with a transformative moment, whether it's in terms of gun violence, whether it's in public safety generally, whether it's in affordable housing or homelessness. It's a chunk of money that we just simply have not had before, and I'm grateful to receive it.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because you would have a critic that would say, okay, you've already spent a lot of money, and now we're going to spend a lot more money. But you make the point that this could be a transformation for our city. Can you first address what a critic would say about here we are throwing more money at a problem that's not being fixed, and how you think this time it will be different?
Well, I think that for a period of time, 2016 to 2019, the investments that we were making in our annual budgeting process were starting to have an effect positively in lowering the amounts of gun violence and homicides that Indianapolis experiences. Then along comes the pandemic, and the entire world gets slammed. You know, the truth is, and I know people appreciate this, Indianapolis is not alone. Every major urban area in the country is experiencing an uptick in gun violence and homicides. So with this $420 million appropriation that we're going to receive from the American Rescue Plan, we're trying to, over the course of 3 years, this is not a one-time spend, let's just all in. It's a 3-year planned public safety effort to change the trajectory.
Yeah, I know that it gets frustrating, though, for some people when they hear, you know, people want accountability. And they say, well, this is happening all over the United States in urban areas. And people say, you know what, we want to be different. We don't want to be like everybody else. We don't want to have these problems. So let's be different. Let's fix it. One thing you did say last night that I think people needed to hear, to be quite frank, was when you said, you know, that there's, you know, more guns and there's a lack of hope. That part for me, I heard that. And how do you as the mayor give people hope when we are in the middle of record homicides? We have kids that are hijacking cars, like numbers that we haven't seen, that to the point that you have to bring the federal government in or the FBI to help, or the city does with the police department.
Right. Well, I think that it is a issue of scale. The programs that we had implemented from 2016 to 2019, I think were having a very positive effect. But I'll also be candid. COVID-19 has affected communities all across the country in ways that you needed the type of resources to scale up in significant ways those programs. Let me give you a good example. This budget, if passed, will provide for an additional 46 peacekeepers, violence interrupters. We were operating with 4 people in those positions. Now we'll have 50. We're going to add 100 new police officers. And maybe most importantly, we're going to scale up our civilian police officers so that they can do non-emergency related activities, do some paperwork, so that the sworn officers can work on the streets and eradicate gun violence.
Yeah, one question, another one that I got yesterday, I said, Ange, you know, we talk about a lot of the problems in our city, and one thing that we used to talk a lot about was drugs and gang activity. And they said, you know, we don't hardly ever hear about that anymore. Do you feel like we still have a problem with gangs in our city that we just don't talk about? Why are young kids you know, we used to hear that maybe someone older would get a younger person to go carjack someone or to go break in and steal, you know, prescription meds from a pharmacy. Do we have that big of a problem and we just name it something different, or are we not seeing that anymore?
Well, no, I think it's very real and very present. In fact, when I served as the United States Attorney for 4 years, we did a lot of prosecutions of taking down drug trafficking organizations and dealing with jurisdictional disputes between drug dealers. So that's still very present. But what we've seen an increase, what COVID-19 has exposed is those parts of our culture that really weren't seen, domestic related violence, the challenges that mental health and mental illness provide, along with, frankly, you speak about our young people.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a decidedly focused effort on conflict resolution. If I can hearken back to maybe our younger years, I was held accountable if I got out of line because somebody popped me in the nose. Too many and too often today, too many kids are resolving disputes by pulling out guns. That's why it's very important that this money be directed and targeted at trying to get the guns that people have no business possessing out of their hands.
Yeah, and we were talking about that in another story of an Indiana man who was able to give a gun to two brothers in Chicago that just killed a Chicago police officer. We're out of time. That's another story that we're following. I'm glad you brought up the accountability portion, though, because not just for me being held accountable, but also the people that are committing the crimes. They want those people held accountable as well. But good to see you, Mayor.
It's good to see you, Angela.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.